All right, guys, so we're going to start off, and some of you guys have already heard me talk about this, but I like to talk about this because I think it's important, okay, is why market. All right, first of all, we are a trading company, #1 trading company in the entire world with a marketing system that fuels it, right? The marketing system gets this powerful platform to people. All companies have marketing money, right? And so the only difference between us here and other people is that in this style of company, the marketing dollars come to us. Okay. And so instead of a company giving millions and millions of dollars to advertising experts and all these different things, our company says, I'm going to give it to Brandon. I'm going to give it to Louisa. I'm going to give it to Amberly. I'm going to give it to Tommy. I'm going to give it to Flo. I'm going to give it to Eric. Right. And instead of them compensating all these random people, they compensate us. So when somebody says, is it one of those things? You can ask them, well, what do you mean by that? Oh, is this one of those things where you sign people up? Well, no, this is one of those things where the marketing dollars gets actually applied to the people, and now they can build an income with the marketing dollars that otherwise would be spent on advertising. See, you have to understand what you're a part of. You have to understand the psychology, because if not, you'll doubt. And you'll say, hold up, am I signing people up? Am I bringing people in for my sake? No. #1, you can bring somebody in here and show them how to trade, and they can make hundreds of thousands of dollars for themselves and their family's future. Who's better off? You that got a $25 bonus or a 2 and free, or them that learned how to make 6 or 7 figures, right? So I want you to have the psychology right. What we do is a good thing, and all we're doing is using the marketing dollars of the company. Instead of them putting it out there into Google and Facebook ads and Instagram and all this other stuff, they're saying you go out and find people and acquire customers and support and mentor those people. All right. So marketing, that's all it is. Now, how do we market? All right. Now, here's the cool thing, guys. This is a simple system, especially at the beginning. You don't have to do anything. See, the only thing, write this down, the only thing you have to get good at is inviting and promoting. Inviting and promoting. Inviting key people to the next event, to the next webinar, or to the video. Promoting the next event, promoting the next video, right? And so all you're doing is inviting and promoting. All right. Promoting is passive. Inviting is I don't know if the word is aggressive, but you know, it's intentional. That's a better word, right? So you're going to be intentionally inviting, and you're going to be passively promoting. These are your social media stories. These are your general messages. This is a Facebook post. This is a live where you add an action at the end of it, right? So that's how it works. Now, how do you invite? And how does the invitation process work? And this is what we're really going to focus in on tonight's call. In future calls, we're going to go to advanced topics. I'm going to give you guys some advanced stuff on social media, on building a brand, on stuff like that. But tonight, we're going to give you guys really 2 simple systems to begin to get people to watch the information, right? So remember, say less to more people. It's a numbers game. We just need people to see the information. And then those that are the superstars you're looking for are going to say, hey, Brenda, I'm a superstar. Hey, Flo, I'm a superstar. Hey, Ebru, I'm a superstar. But you got to get a lot of people in front of the presentation. Now, how do we do that? I'm going to be going over the PS3 system. And even if you've already heard it, I want you to hear it again, because there may be a nugget in there that's going to help you really get to that next level. All right. So PS3. All right. Yes. Just like the video game. All right. By the way, for all the gamers, I see that PS5 is coming out. I started to look at it and I said, man, do I want a PS5? And then I looked at the games and I said, man, I ain't got no time for no freaking PlayStation. Your boy's out here trying to go chairman. And even if I was a chairman, then I'm trying to go chairman 25. I ain't got no time for no PS5. They better pay me to play PS5. You guys feel me? So PS3, all right, we're going to start there. So PS3, okay? Now, what does the P stand for? Peak interest, all right? Peak interest. When you guys begin to talk to people, right? It can be on a direct message on social media, okay? It could be on a voice message that you send somebody. It could be on a phone call if you call somebody, right? Your job always, but especially at the beginning, is to say less, right? Say less. And so when you pique interest, you're not selling, okay? Biggest mistake a new person does in this business is try to explain Forex, try to explain the compensation system, try to explain that it's 235, try to explain that it's 175, but you could get two and free, try to explain that it's a 6, 7, 8-figure business, try to explain it's a $5.3 trillion market. By the time that you do all that, they will not get on the call. They will not watch the video. Why? Because you just told them the end of the movie. You see, when you're inviting people to watch this, you are the movie trailer, not the movie. Have you ever gone and seen a movie trailer that gives you the end of the movie? No, because if you did, you wouldn't go see the movie. You'd probably even be pissed off that the movie trailer gave it away. So when you guys talk to people, whether in messages, text messages, voice memos, phone calls, whatever it is, say less. Pique their interest. Hey, I have a brand new project that I'm launching. I thought of you. Hey, there's actually something I'm working on here in Miami, and nobody's doing this yet. I want to show you, right? If I send you the information, would you be available at 4 p.m. tomorrow? Simple. They're going to try to ask you, and then you say, listen, I actually want you to see it from the webinar or the video, right? Or the event when we open up live events again. I actually want you to see it from there because right now, I'm actually just learning and it's something brand new. So I don't want to, mislead you. I want you to actually see it from the source because it's so good. I want you to see it for yourself. So pique interest, right? And you want to find your own catchphrase. And really, I don't like to give you a script because your verbiage may be different than mine. But here's what I would say is, what attracted you to this business, right? So if it was, man, the ability to work from home. Hey, listen, I found something amazing that even in these times right now, you can make money from home. And I love it. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning so much, right? I love to show you it. If I sent you the information, would you be able to watch it tomorrow at 4 p.m., right? And so the idea is find your phrase. Why did you do this? Hey, I'm working on something so I don't have to keep working at my job for much longer. I know you've been talking about how much you hate your job. And you know what? I want to share this with you. I think it may be a good fit. Would you watch this information at such and such time? And so the idea is step one is pique their interest. What do they like? Are they money motivated? Do they love people? Hey, listen, I'm working with this community of people. They're so freaking motivated. I'm learning so much. Listen, I want you to see what we're doing tomorrow at 4, right? And so figure out what kind of person they are. Money motivated. Maybe they love people. Maybe they love business. Maybe they love trading. Maybe they've been hearing about the stock market. Listen, I knew you were talking about the stock market the other day because of everything going on. You got to look at this platform that I'm utilizing and then say less. They ask you questions. You got to divert those questions and point them to the tool. All right. So the first level is pique interest. Do not sell. Do not convince. Do not talk too much. If you have gone over Forex, 5.3 trillion, how much it costs, when you got started, how much you're going to make, you killed it. Okay. It was your fault. Say less and get people to watch the information. All right. So P, pique interest. S is plug them into the system. All right. AKA use a tool. Now, what's a tool? A tool is a video that's already recorded. A tool is a webinar that's live, or a tool is an in-person event, which we know at the recording of this video, right? There's no in-person events around the world right now, but eventually there will be. So pique their interest and then use a tool. So get them excited and get them to watch a video. Get them excited, get them to watch a webinar, right? Get them excited, and eventually when we open up events again, get them to the event. How do you do that? Well, pique interest, I already told you, find a catchphrase, something that's going to connect with them and something that connects with you. And if you need help with that, get with your nearest P150, P600 mentor, and they'll help you, kind of find when you could also reach out to me. All right. Now, here is a very, very important thing. Okay. Let's do this. Use if I, would you. So the idea is you pique their interest, you're excited. By the way, please, for the life of me, do not talk monotone to people when you're piquing their interest. Hey, Bob, there's this thing. Yeah, I'm doing this thing. Listen, if you're not freaking excited, don't call somebody. Go freaking jump on a treadmill, go do some jumping jacks, do some push-ups, listen to some exciting music. Picture yourself when you make your first $1,000 a day trading, and then message some people and then contact some people. So be excited. Get them excited with a catchphrase that I've already mentioned. And then here's what you're going to say. Hey, Tom, if I sent you the information for the webinar, would you get on it at 8 p.m.? Hey, Tom, if I schedule the time to connect with you tomorrow, would you commit to being on there with me, right? Now, I used to do this. Hey, Tom, if I sent you a video, when would you watch it? Okay. And then what would happen is people would watch the video and then some people never contact you back. I'm going to get to that in a second. But for the most part, let's think about these webinars. We're currently doing them at 4 p.m. and at 8 p.m. every day. And we're also going to do one on Sunday as well. Hey, Bob, if I sent you the information for this webinar tomorrow at 8, would you get on it, right? And then that's it. And then when they say yes, awesome. All right, cool. Listen, that sounds great. And then you know what I would actually do, and I did this today, is I don't send them that webinar info right away. I put it on my schedule and I follow up right before to confirm them. And then I send them that webinar information to make sure they're on it. All right. So if I sent you this information, if I plugged you into this webinar, if I got you a seat at a very prestigious event that's happening next week, would you come? See, there's a transaction there, and now they feel committed to doing it if they say yes, right? So here's the deal, is if you just send people the web link, if you just send people the video, they don't value it. See, people don't value what they get for free. So if hey, listen, I want to make sure you're committed. I'm not going to just send this to you. But if I sent it to you, would you hop on that webinar? Okay, very important. Now, 3-way call, super, super important. There's a webinar at 4, there's a webinar at 8. As soon as they're going to get on that webinar, you're going to tell them, hey, as soon as we're done, hop on this link and we're going to get on a Zoom call together. Right away. Don't wait for after the webinar to schedule this. This is instant, because what you want to do is as soon as they see the information, you want to get on a call with them, right? And especially for all of us that are here, and even us leaders, utilize what's called a 3-way call. So after somebody sees the presentation, they got on the webinar, you schedule a call with them right after, have your upline leader on that call. Mr. Tommy, Greg, Amberly, Brenda, myself, Katie, Elaine, Mike Sotero, whoever your upline mentor is, P150 or above, then I want you to have them ready to get on a call with the person that just saw the information. Why? We want to know what they like the most, and then we want to see if this is something that they want to get started in. Very important. This is a very big deal. If you try to do this alone, you will most likely fail. Okay, just being honest with you. You want to utilize your upline mentors as much as possible. Eventually, could you start people up by yourself? Absolutely. But if they don't start up, you definitely need to follow up instantly with your upline mentor. Okay, so maybe your upline mentor wasn't available. You try to schedule a 3-way call. They saw the information, but you did the follow-up by yourself. You shouldn't have, but for whatever reason you did. If they don't start right then and there, immediately tell that person, hey, listen, I'm glad that you saw the information. You know, it sounds like you have some more questions. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to schedule some time with my mentor. He's amazing. He's great. His name is Tommy. Listen, if I'm able to get him on a call, he's super busy. If I, remember the phrase, if I was able to get him on a call tomorrow, would you commit to being on it, right? Boom. He says yes. Get back to your upline mentor and schedule the thing out. Now, here's a little trick. I used to do this scenario with videos. I don't do that anymore. Check out what we do. Let's say there's not a webinar happening right now and it's 10 o'clock in the morning and you don't want to wait till 4 p.m. Or for whatever reason, there's no webinar at that time. Or it's 10 o'clock at night, the webinar already happened at 8. Look at what you do. The person's interested. Awesome. Piqued their interest. Awesome. Hey, if I schedule some time in the next 45 minutes to connect with you on Zoom, would you be able to get on it? They say yes. Right before they get on the call with you, say, hey, listen, before we get on this call, watch this video. As soon as they okay, awesome, cool, I'm gonna watch it. Boom, you send it to them. If they watch the video and they don't ever get on with you, you know that they weren't the right person anyways, you just saved yourself time. They finish the video, they tell you, hey, I finished the video. Awesome, cool, let's get on. Boom, you get on the webinar on a Zoom link with them and have your upline mentor on that call. So again, I don't just schedule people to watch videos anymore. You set it up as a call, try to get your upline mentor on that call, And right before that call happens, send them an informational video. Why? Because you don't want to go through a 30, 40-minute presentation every single time that a new person wants to see the information. So what do? Have them watch a video, then get on a call with them and do it with your upline mentor or somebody that you're working with. And then you close that, you get that person started. All right. And by the way, when you're scheduling these three-way calls out, try to schedule them with people that they're going to relate to. So for instance, you don't always have to do it with me. You don't always have to do it with Tom. You don't always have to do it with Brenda, but you do need to do it with somebody that knows what they're doing and find somebody that's relatable. So for instance, if it's a guy, try to do it with a guy. If it's a girl, try to have the three-way call with another female lady that they can connect. It's called social proof. Also think about personalities. Yes, even think about backgrounds and race and age, right? Who will this person likely relate to, and get that person on the three-way call with you. It'll help you. Final thing I'm gonna say about this, okay? When you do a three-way call, please guys, this is so important, and train your people. Do not get on a three-way call and do this. Hey, Bob, thanks for being on the call. Hey, here's Tommy. And then you shut up. Very bad. Because what you just did was you gave Tommy no leverage, and Tommy doesn't know who the heck this person is, and that person doesn't know who Tommy is. This is the proper way that you do it. It's called edification. So now the person saw the presentation, whether on a webinar or a video. You got them on a three-way call with a mentor or somebody that's going to relate to that person. Everybody's on that call. Hey, John, thanks for being on the call, bro. Listen, I talked to Tommy about you. He was excited to connect with you, man. You know, I see you as a a person of high value, and I really appreciate your friendship. And listen, I've got Tommy here. Listen, Tommy, he's actually a leader of a large organization. He's leading the way out here in Canada. He's reached the prestigious rank of Platinum 1000. He's doing great at trading. And he's also just, a great guy. He's here to help us. He really cares about people. And he doesn't have a lot of time, but he wanted to be on this call to connect with you. See, what I just did there is I gave him leverage. I edified the person that's about to speak. And now he has power and what's the posture in the call. Now the person that you did the call with says, damn, Tommy's a big dude. Tommy, I didn't know that Tommy was like this. I need to be on my game. And now when Tommy speaks, the other guy's going to listen. Okay. If not, it's just like, hey, here's Tommy. Hey, here's Steve. Who the heck is Steve? They don't know me from a can of paint. So guys, please remember, very, very important is edification. Okay. So again, guys, to review, PS3, pique their interest. Do not sell. Find a catchphrase that works for you. Get them interested, okay? Say less. Do not start answering questions. Get them to watch an informative tool, okay? A tool is a video or a webinar, and eventually when events come back, right, it'll be an event. And use the if I, would you statement, right? If I sent you the information to the webinar, would you get on it? If I scheduled a call with you, would you be on it? And if I sent you the video, would you commit to watch it before our call, right? If I, would you, then the calls that you do, especially at the beginning, should always have somebody that's going to give you support on that call. You're going to look for an upline mentor, or you're going to look for a person that's going to connect with the person that you're going to get on that call for social proof. When everyone's on that call, you're going to do a quick introduction. That's the only thing you have to do. And you're going to edify the speaker. That's the person that's on the team. Speak highly of them. You don't got to lie. Don't talk about they've made $1 million. Just talk good about who they are as a human being, so that when they speak, the other person listens, and then just let them take it from there. The only thing I want to mention to end this portion, right, is this. Most people do not register on the first time. Most people need to see the information a few times. In sales in general, people usually buy within the 5th to 8th time that they have the opportunity to do so. So if somebody doesn't get started right away, man, I've spoken to 7 people and nobody started. Yeah, but somebody in those 7 will probably start at some point. Now you're going to put them in what I call a follow-up system, right? So you have your original list. I'm not going to get into how to build a list tonight. Okay. You should already know that, or ask your upline mentor on how to build a list. And then once that list is being exposed through the PS3 system, then you're going to put them on a follow-up list if they did not start. And guess what you do? Next time there's a webinar and it's by a different person, hey, there's actually a different call that's happening tonight. Would you be able to get on it? And then you try to get them on that call. Okay. Oh, they didn't sign up on the first three-way call. Get them on a three with somebody else that they may connect with, right? And continue to do that. Continue to follow up over and over again. Guys, some people may take a few months, but if you're constantly using the PS3 system to reach new people, if you're constantly getting people to watch webinars, it is impossible for you not to hit 2 and 3. It is impossible for you to not hit P150. It is impossible for you not to become a P600, a P2000, and a Chairman 10. Literally just doing this system over and over again. Hey guys, if you've gotten value from this portion of tonight's training, drop a 777 in the chat. We've cracked over 40 people in the top 1% of our organization here. Super, super excited for what's to come. Awesome, guys. I love it. Also, this will be available. Guys, on my YouTube after this. We will be posting it, so you guys will be available. So, guys, I'm going to bring up a gentleman that is absolutely crushing the game, well on his way to Platinum 2000. A lot of you guys, you know, have been able to work with him and serve with him. And a lot of you guys are under his mentorship and leadership. And so I'm very excited to bring him up. He's developed himself so well. You know, he's invested into the Bob Proctor, system and getting mentorship from him. He's actually spent time in Bob Proctor's house. If you didn't know that, recently went to New York just for this company. You know, we met him out in London, England for this. So guys, please pay attention. He's going to give you guys a secondary system. It's related, but it's just giving you some little tips and tricks so that you can find your style on how to invite to this powerful marketing system. So guys, please give it up for Platinum 1000, Mr. Tommy Ooze out of Canada.
All right. Thanks so much, Steve. Yo, can you guys see me all right? I'm pulling out the whiteboard today. You already know that we're getting serious. The whiteboard is out. So I want to make sure you guys can see it. You guys see it well, or should I move it closer? Let me know. If I write on this, will you be able to see it? Looks good? All right, fire. I want to make sure I get the whole thing. All right, cool. Yeah, so name's Tommy Ooze for you those who don't know me. Thanks so much, Steve, for the introduction. Basically, what I'm going to teach today, I'm going to teach you the 4-step invite, and I'm going to teach you a process that has helped me went from, no one in my business, to, my business flourishing, right? So this process is super, super powerful. So if you have not been taking notes, take out notes, get your notepad ready. Note takers are money makers. And I just want to give it back to Steve before I get into this, because understand that system is what got me, Platinum 1000. That system is what's got Mike Sotero to Chairman 10. That system is what got, Katie and Elaine to Platinum 2000. That system is what got Steve Max to Platinum 2000. That system is what got Mariano to Platinum 1000. So understand, you follow the system, you'll get the results you're looking for, right? So that system, this is something you can write down. This is just totally not what I'm going to talk about, but system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money, right? Save yourself time, energy, money. So follow the system, you'll get the results. So I really want to make sure you guys can actually read this. Okay, is that better? Drop a 111 if you can read this word. Tell me what this word is on the chart. You guys can see that. It says marketing training. I don't know if it's backwards or not on my camera. Is it backwards? Like if I write something, is it backwards or not? I'm good? Okay, we're awesome. All right, I'm gonna just erase this. We'll get right into it. Guys, I had so many notes on here. I had my goals, I had everything, but I was like, you know what? I'm pulling out the whiteboard. It is chicken scratch, you're right. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna say what I'm teaching, so if you can't read it, it's all good. But the first thing I wanna talk about today is something called the 4-step invites. You guys can see. So you can write this down, the 4-step invite, all right? So this is what's gonna get you to have people on the information. This is what's gonna get people to show up to those webinars, to watch those videos, to get on those 3-way calls, right? So this is how I've plugged so many people on this call into the information that are now in my business, right? That are now doing the exact same thing I'm doing. And before I get into this, I want to make something super clear. I want every single person to make sure, you have the environment that, is going to help you set yourself up for success. If you work if you grind on this business, if you trade in a terrible environment, you will not get the results, you're looking for. So this, I got a whiteboard here, right? I got a TV there. If I ever need to do like some presentations, I can run them. I got my goals, I got my calendar, got some certificates, I got my motivation, I got my posters, right? I got my MacBook. This is where I trade. I got all my books, got Think and Grow Rich. I'm showing you this because understand you need to have a good workplace of where you're going to grind. You need to have somewhere where you can, focus on you, right? So make sure you have somewhere you can really, really go nuts with this thing. And understand, guys, that I also did not always used to be, have these whiteboards everywhere. This room, I'll be completely honest, used to be, a bedroom with like a gaming room in it, right? So literally a year ago, this was just like a gaming room. Like for all my Xbox players, for my Call of Duty people, that have played video games growing up, I did the same thing too. But understand, you need to do different things to get a different result. Steve Max did different things to get a different result. He literally was talking about the new PS5. He's like, it looks cool. I think they're coming out with a new Xbox too. I'm an Xbox guy. But am I going to waste my time playing a video game that's going to get me anywhere? No. You can have your outlet. It's good to have an outlet. But if your outlet is your main source and you do this, if you play Xbox or video games more than your outlet, then nah, I'm not chilling. No chill today. I'm literally going off today. Think about your daily routine, guys. I told you, I'm literally about to pop off. So, I feel bad for every single person that's not on here right now because understand you cannot complain if you don't have 2 and free and you're not on calls like these. Understand you cannot complain if you don't have 2 and free if you're not on calls like these. Dead ass. I'm being to be so transparent today. If you apply what you learned here today, you can go all the way to the top. I promise you that. That system Steve taught is all you need. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. So the 4-step invite is what you want to teach, bro. This is what you want to use, to invite people to the webinars. Okay, so the first step is you probably heard this, be in a rush, right? Be in a rush. All right, I'm gonna go through each step individually, but I'm just gonna write it out right now. So first step is be in a rush. Write that down. I don't care if you've heard this before, because I've heard this hundreds of times, and it finally got in, and I finally started applying it. So make sure you apply this. If you're not gonna apply this, get off this call right now. Dead ass, you need to apply what you learn. All right? No chill today. Savage mode. We are in times right now where people need this. Understand that? People need this. I have someone on my team, Tracy and Dawn, they've done this is not going anywhere, I hope, Steve, but they made $1,700, in about 3 months of being with this company. And, people need this. They're now going to share it with all their family. So understand people need this. So get good at marketing so you can help as many people as possible, okay? So the first step is be in a rush. The second step is clear their schedule. All right, don't mind my chicken scratch, just write it down. So clear their schedule, second step, all right? Third step is give value. All right, and then the fourth step is take it away. Make sure you leave room in between each one of these so you can write notes about each one. So I'm gonna go through, every single step, and then I got some more sauce for you. So we're gonna get really advanced here. This is super basic. So drop a 1-on-1 if you're excited and you're ready. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna apply everything you learned today. Let's go. All right, slippers are coming off. We're getting into this. All right. So first step, be in a rush. This is a 60-second phone call. Understand that if you text people and you're complaining why your business isn't growing, that's exactly why. This is a phone call system. You can text people a couple messages, but don't be mad if people don't respond. Don't complain, oh, no one answers my messages. Okay, are you calling people? No. Like literally, I have people that tell me that, and I go, okay. So don't be mad at your results, right? So follow the system. It's a 60-second phone call. There's 4 steps, right? You can send a couple messages. I've had it work, but maybe 1 out of 50 times, I'll be real, right? So be in a rush, right? So the first thing is be in a rush. So what do I mean by that? You want to say, you're always in a rush. Why? Because you want to act, even if you're not, because people respect people that are, you know, in a rush. People respect people that have busy lives. People respect people, you know, that have things to do. People respect people that create urgency, right? Because it makes them make decisions quicker, right? This is a system that's going to help you get that free membership, right? So be in a rush, all right? So how do I be in a rush? I'll give you a couple examples, right? Let's say I pick up the phone and I call Steve. Yo, Steve, what's going on, man? I'm actually about to hop in the shower. Easiest one in the book. I'm about to hop in the shower. I'm in a rush right now. Or you could even just say, yo, Steve, I'm actually in a rush right now. Literally, you could say that word. Or you could say, yo, I'm actually about to head into a virtual meeting on Zoom. Or, you know, I'm about to, you know, go eat dinner. You know, whatever it is for you, just be in a rush. Make sure they respect it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the good thing I'm always in a rush, Rebecca says. Amazing, literally. So then you can do this in 60 seconds, right? So I'm gonna open up the chat box. If you have any questions, if you're just pumped, drop. Energy is through the roof. Let's go, Caleb. Energy, yo, motion comes from emotion, so make sure you're feeling good. Like Steve says, do not ever call somebody if you are monotone and like, yo, I just started this thing, and would you take a look at it? I'm immediately gonna hang up, or I don't want to hear. I don't even want to be on that phone call anymore. But if somebody with my energy called me and was like, yo, Tommy, dude, you gotta take a look at this thing. I'm gonna be like, what is it? I'm ready. Plug me in. Right? So make sure you have energy. How many Rebels? 0. You don't even need energy drinks. You just gotta be you just gotta know where you're going, and then the passion comes, that burning desire comes. No Red Bulls. Let's go. Let's go. So what you want to do after you're in a rush is clear your schedule. All right? So clear your schedule. And how do I clear their schedule? Date and time. This is definitely chicken scratch, so take your own notes. All right? So date and time. Right? So you're going to clear their schedule and then get a date and time. So I'll do the first 2 steps right now. Hey, John, how's it going? Good, man. How are you? I'm actually in a rush right now. I'm about to hop in the shower, but what are you doing tonight at 8 p.m. or tomorrow at 4? Oh, I think I'm free at 8. Boom. So I haven't even told them what it's about. I just cleared their schedule. So never invite somebody unless you know they're free. If people say, oh, I'm not free, I'll give maybe one more time. I'll go, okay, what about 8 p.m. tomorrow? Oh, I don't think I'm busy. All right, big money, talk soon. And I'll hang up, click. Why? Because then that creates curiosity. You want to create curiosity. That's what you're doing in this business. People don't answer. You don't give up. You call them next day. You call them 2 days from now. Double up the follow-up. That's a whole different training, right? So you want to clear their schedule, date and time, right? Give 2 options, 2 options. Right now is the best time for you to rank up. Shout out my boy Flo out in Hawaii. Just hit P150 in 24 hours. I believe his whole squad's on here. Shout out them as well. But understand, he went off. This is the time to impact the masses, guys. People are at home. They need this. Like crazy, what's going on in the world. And this is not for something for you to manipulate people and be like, oh, you need to start trading, bro. You have no job. No. It's more so, what are you gonna do if not this? If not this, then what? Right? So you're just trying to help people, and you need to shift their perspective. Right? It's not like you have to do this, you're not gonna make money, because that's messed up. You don't, this is God put me in this business. God attracted people like Flo into my business, Eric in my business, my family. Shout out the Revolt squad. Let's go. So be in a rush, clear their schedule. Okay? The third step, and the hardest step, I genuinely think, is give value. This is where everybody messes up. Give value. All right? How do we give value? All right? So I'm gonna go through every single step, but how do you give value? A couple ways. You want to tailor it to the person. Write that down. Tailor it to the person. All right, tailor it to the person. Well, Tommy, how do I tailor it to the person? I'm going to tell you, right? So you want to tailor it to the person in a couple different ways. First way, how you pique their interest, right? So how did I pique your interest? Goes back to how you pique someone's interest. That's the most important thing. Do not call people and try to pique their interest and then do this 4-step invite at once. So you can. However, you can, but I've seen it work, I've seen it not work. So make sure you tailor it to how you pique somebody's interest, right? So even you can pique somebody's interest the simplest way. Steve already talked about that, so I'm not gonna go into it. But someone's interest could be piqued by them DMing you, like to a story of you on a harmonic scanner. Yo, what is this? Yo, team calls, we lit. What team calls? Piqued interest. Now go straight to the 4-step invite. All right, so give value. Yo, remember that thing you DM'd me about? Yeah, what's it about? Like I said, I'm in a rush right now. But if I invited you, if I could get you on a webinar, breaking it down, would you get on? If I would you, like Steve said, it's super simple. You can make it sound a lot more exclusive than that. That's a basic way to do it, right? So if I would you, so how you pique their interest. Let's say Alex. Let's say Alex said to me, yo, Tommy, I see you're trading. You're making money from your phone. How do I do this? I'm gonna call him up. I'll be like, I'd love to share it with you. Boom, I'm gonna call him up. Yo, Alex, I'm in a rush right now. I'm actually about to, go to the gym. You can't go to the gym right now, obviously. Or I'm about to do a workout, right? But what are you doing tomorrow night at 8 and 4 p.m.? I think I'm free at 4. All right, dope. Remember that trading thing you were asking me about, how I make money from my phone? Yeah, bro. So my mentor is actually hosting a webinar, at 8 p.m., breaking down the ins and outs of this market and how we can profit, from our cell phones and create a home-based business. If I could get you to the link to this webinar, would you get on? If I would you, yes, I'll get on. All right, cool. Here's the last step. And this is what most people forget to do. Take it away. Take it away. Always take it away. I don't care if people say yes, take it away. Most people will say yes if you give value properly, but always take it away. Why? Because then it makes them on there, right? I'm going to read the chat box before I get in there. Developing relationships and connections are key. Met Tommy on a construction site, and now we're working together. God brought us together. Yes, sir. I'm going to get into relationships. So, if you want me to keep going, if you want some more sauce, you want to weigh in depth on how to build relationships and how to tackle your cold market, after this 4-step invite, and you don't care how long I go, drop a 111 in the chat. If I get 10 ones, I'll keep going after this 4-step invite. All right, everyone's fired up. Let's go. Let's go. So take it away. You want to take it away. So be in a rush, clear the schedule, give value, take it away. How do I take it away? Write this down. Leave the ball in your court. Write that down. Leave the ball in your court. Right? Not their court, your court. You ever play tennis? You want the ball? Actually, you want the ball in their court. Not gonna lie, but I'll be real. You want the ball in your court for this. All right. So how do I do that? So let's go back to that. One. Let's say I know my boy Flo has people DMing him. So let's say, yo, Flo, tell me more about this trading thing. Yeah. I call him up. And if you don't have people's phone numbers, get their phone numbers. Business does not go down in the DMs. Unless they're from another country and you can't call them, but try and get their phone numbers, right? So be in a rush, right? So, yo, man, how's it going? I'm actually about to, head into a meeting right now, but what are you doing tomorrow at 4 or 8 p.m.? Oh, I'm free at 4, or I'm free at both times. All right, which one works best? 4 p.m. Okay, dope. Yo, so remember that trading thing you were asking me about? Yeah. What about it? Yo, so my mentor is actually, hosting an exclusive webinar with limited seating, breaking down the ins and outs of these markets on how you can be profitable and, make an income from home, or, make money off your smartphone. If I could get you a spot, would you get on? Yeah, bro, I'd get on for sure. Okay, bro, take it away now. I don't know if I can make it happen for sure, but if I could, promise me you'll be there and you won't make me look bad. You won't bail and you won't make me look bad. All right, bro, I promise I'll be there. Boom, there's no way he's not showing up now. 99% chance. If you do that properly, if you don't get lazy with the invite, your whole squad, your whole contact list is gonna show up. Oh, Tommy, I don't have anybody to invite. Go in your contacts, scroll to the bottom, how many people are there? How many people are there? All right, so I want you to understand, you wanna be in a rush, clear their schedule, give value, and take it away, right? So tailor to the person and leave the ball in your court. Drop a 111 if you're understanding and you're with me. If this makes sense and you think you can do this, right? Before I move on, I want to know, if anyone has any questions about this. Any questions whatsoever, please ask. And I'm going to go on to the next thing. All right, we're all good. So everybody's ready to master this. Everyone's got it. What happens when they give excuses? Excuses about what? About what? When people ask me questions, I go, yo, bro, like I said, if it's a woman, obviously I don't say yo, bro. But I say, yo, like I said, I'm in a rush right now. On Thursday at 8 p.m., they're going to be breaking down everything in depth, so we'll get all your questions answered effectively and efficiently, right? So I always go back. Understand, if people question you, what's it about? Tell me more. Yo, like I said, I'm hopping in the shower. I'm literally naked. You don't have to be naked, but you understand that you're always in a rush. This is a system for a reason. This is not a script. You can put whatever in between, right? So understand you won't always be in a rush. So when people make excuses, oh, I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I'm free. I have this thing. Okay, cool. Big money. Talk soon. Click. I hang up. And that doesn't mean they're out of my business. But you know what I do? I call them a couple days later. Double up the follow-up. If I talk to you today, I'm going to talk to you 2 days from now. If I talk to you 3 days from now, I'm going to talk to you 3 more days from now. And then I'm going to talk to you 6 days from now. And then it just keeps going. So what do you do if you don't have any pain points or you can't tailor to them? I'm about to get into that. So let's go. 4-step invite. Who took notes? Who's ready to apply this? I'm going to get into the next portion. Yo, Steve, I know we were going to go till 10, bro. I don't even know what time it is, but sheesh, it's already 10, but I'm going off, bro. We got some nuggets to give. If you're sleeping, you can go off. You know, it's 10. But understand, if you stay on, this can really, really explode your business. Drop some questions if you got them right now. While I erase this board. And then I'm going to get into the next portion. Bro, this eraser just sucks. I got to get a new eraser, guys. If you want to ship me one off Amazon, I'll send you my address. No, I'm playing. All right. So what happens when you get huge whiteboards? It takes a while. You got to get some spray for that, yo, honestly, right? All right, let's get into the next part. So this is literally going to answer your question, Caleb. So the next section of this is, you can write this down. It's called form. F, put a dot in between each letter. F-O-R-M, form. This changed marketing for me. This changed it. So F-O-R-M, form. What does form stand for? Anybody know? Drop it in the chat box if you know what form stands for. Nobody knows, then you're going to love this training. All right, everybody, no one knows. All right, let's go. Okay. Family, occupation, recreation. Yes, you got 3 out of the 4. Fire. So the F stands for family. So write this down, family. The O stands for occupation. The R stands for recreation. Don't mind my chicken scratch. And then the M stands for motivation slash message. All right? Cool. Who's excited? Who's ready? Drop a 777 if you're excited, if you're ready, and if you've gotten value so far about everything that I taught about the 4-step invite. All right, let's go. Let's go. Harmon, I see you, bro. Guys going nuts. Let's go. Yo. All right, let's get it. Okay, cool. So form. So take notes on this. So learn how to form a friend or prospect to build a solid ground before inviting, all right? So professional networkers know how to solve a problem, not to sell a product. Understand that. So you want to become a problem solver, not a salesman. You want to become the problem solver, not a salesman, right? That's the first thing I want you to take away. What was the first definition before you started this? The 4-step invite? or form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation. I'm actually like bending down on my laptop. But okay, so cool. Family. So you want to ask about somebody's family. Will reveal, a lot about the person and show that you care. If anything negative arises, like the inability to provide for their family or not having enough time with them, noted in your mind, and these are called pain areas in network marketing, right? These are called pain areas in network marketing. Yeah, that's funny, Tracy. I'm not even on. I didn't even drink Red Bull, guys. I'm just fired up. All right, cool. So I'm gonna say that again. So asking about somebody's family. That's what the F stands for. So this shows that you care about them and that they're gonna tell you certain things that are amazing. Maybe they'll tell you certain things that aren't. But when they tell you things that aren't great, you want to write it down in your mind, note it down in your mind. These are called pain areas in network marketing. So what we're going to be talking about is pain areas, right? Within form. So ask about somebody's family. So I'll do it with Steve. Yo, Steve, how's your family, man? Oh, my family's great. My family's great, but I do have, financial issues. We can't really afford to pay our rent. Okay, cool. I'm like, oh man, I'm glad your family's great, but I'm sorry to hear about the rent. Are you working? So I go to the O, occupation. So ask what people do for the living. Ask what they do for a living, or how's work going is perhaps the most important aspect, as it deals directly, with their passion or pain and gives the chance to gauge their income or the situation, right? So you can gather more mental notes of pain areas that you can help individuals, solve. Like I said, you want to be a problem solver, not a salesman, okay? So you want to ask about people's jobs. Are you happy at your job? Where do you work? Do you enjoy it? What could the older generation do to connect to the younger generation? What recommendations would you have? That's a great question. I think, like Steve said, honestly, just connect them with people that they can relate to, right? So if you have obviously if you have a young gentleman, introduce him to me. If you have an older gentleman, in their 30s or 40s, introduce him to Steve, right? So I think just connecting people that they can relate to in this business is super, super key. Need to meet younger crowds. Well, you're in the right place. Hello. All right, so family, occupation, recreation. I'm just gonna run through this and I'll answer questions at the end. Okay, so occupation, you're asking about their job, right? You're mentally noting. So I'm gonna go through the first 2 steps with Steve again. Steve said his family was great, but he's having financial issues. Okay, Steve, where do you work? Oh, I work here. Okay, cool. Do you enjoy it, or are you just using it to pay the bills? Oh, I'm just doing it to pay the bills. Boom. So I understand he doesn't like his job. He needs more money. So those are 2 pain areas I can already help him with. People's reason why not is the reason why. You need to make them see it, right? People's reason why not is the reason why they need to do this. Understand that. If you have no money, that's why you need this. If you have no time, that's why you need this. It could be both, right? So understand it's usually one of the 2. But as you're going through this, your family, occupation, recreation, motivation, right? So the recreation. Find out the recreational interest of your prospect. What do they like to do in their leisure time, right? This allows you to understand who people are and take advantage of trading and how trading can take onto their life and expand it. How trading can make their life better, right? You need to ask about what they do in their leisure time, because if somebody tells me, oh, all I do is play Xbox all day, I'm like, cool. And then literally one of my friends that's not in the business that I tried to share this with just plays Xbox, just plays video games. And he's like, dude, I'm doing nothing. And I showed him this. And he's like, I need money. And people are so stuck in their paradigm, that they literally can't make the change. So you need to, this is where you can change and grow as a person, not only, your income, but who you are. So understand that, right? So, okay, cool. So recreation, ask about their leisure time. And then motivation / message. So what motivates you? What are some of your goals? Where do you want to be, 10 years from now? Where do you want to be a year from now? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Yo, someone tells me I want to be in an island. How are you going to get there? How are you going to get to that island? It takes a lot of money, right? Yeah. How much money are we talking? Millions and millions of dollars. How are you going to create that? Working at your job? No. Or do you have a side hustle? No. Okay, cool. So right there, boom. Steve has financial problems. This is not actually Steve's problems. I'm just saying. Steve has financial problems, right? Steve needs, Steve doesn't like his job. He's just doing it to pay the bills. but he wants to live on an island. He wants to live his best life. And he has no way to do that, and he needs a side hustle. What am I going to do? Steve, you know how you said you have financial problems? I'm going to go straight to the 4-step invite. The 2-step invite, I want you to write this down. The 2-step invite, write this down, is form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation, / message. And then the message is the 4-step invite, okay? So understand, this will change your entire business if you don't get lazy and you apply this. So family, occupation, recreation, motivation / message. You can do this with people on social media. You can do this with people you meet on Instagram. Hey, how's it going? How's life? How's your family? How's your daughter? You're not gonna ask random questions with people like that. But how's work going? Oh, I got laid off. Boom, pain point. Like literally, people are in need of this, especially right now, so your business should grow. But understand, so once you form somebody, family, occupation, recreation, motivation, you're the 4-step invite. So Steve, you told me, how, your finance problems. Steve, you told me that you don't like your job, you're just trying to pay the bills. Steve, you told me that you want to live on an island, but you have no way to do it. Steve, if I could show you a new project that I'm working on that can help you get those things that you want out of life, would you be open to it? Yeah, I'd be open to it. Right? So then I have his interest peaked. What's it about? Yo, I gotta run, bro. There's a time and place for everything. Give me your phone number, and I'll tell you about it soon. Right? So I'm not gonna tell him on that spot there. So then you want to go to the 4-step invite, right? So if you don't have people's phone number, that's a way to do it. Would you be open to this? Yeah, what is it? What is it? Yo, time and place for everything. Give me your phone number, and I'll call you, and I'll explain it. And they think you're gonna call them and explain it, but what you're gonna do is call them and do the 4-step invite. So now I'm gonna call them and do the 4-step invite. So now I'm gonna be like, hey Steve, how's it going? Good, man, how are you? Yo, I'm actually in a rush right now. I'm about to, hop in the shower. But what are you doing, tomorrow night at 8 and 4 p.m.? Oh, I think I'm free. Why, what's up? Yo, remember that thing I was telling you about, that project that I'm launching? My mentor, is actually gonna be hosting a webinar, breaking down, how you can, create the life you want to desire, create that extraordinary life we were talking about. How you can find something that can help you, get to that island. Find something that can get you out of that job you hate, right? If I could get you this link to this exclusive webinar, would you get on? Yeah, man. Dude, thank you so much for calling me. People are gonna be so grateful for that. And if they're not, they're just so egotistical, you don't even want them in your business. I'll be real, right? So understand, people are gonna say yes. And what do I do when I say yes? Do I go yes? Do I say, awesome, man, I'll talk to you then? No, because I want to ensure and I want to make it sound so exclusive, so I'm going to what? Take it away. I'm going to take it away. Awesome, man. I'm glad, I'm awesome. I'm glad you're going to be plugging in. But like I said, bro, it's super exclusive and there's limited seating. So I don't even know if I can get you a spot. But if I can, promise me you're going to be there and you're not going to bail. Yo, bro, I promise I'll be there. I'm so grateful that you called. Click. I'll send you the details if I can make it happen. Click. Right? I text him 5 minutes later. Yo, bro, here's the Zoom link. Download this app. Click this link at 8 p.m. Make sure you're there. I pulled some strings. Don't make me look bad. Right? Drop a 111 if you think this is going to explode your business. Because understand, guys, as Matt Rosa says, you are not as good as what you know. You're as good as what you can teach. Right? It's not what I know. It's what I can teach. Right? So if I keep this to myself, who am I only helping? Myself. This is a team business. If you're a chairman 10 and you haven't taught people how to go chairman 10, you should not be a chairman 10. Right? You need to help other people get to where they want to be out of life, because if you help enough people get what they want out of life, you'll get what you want out of life by default. Understand that. So I'm going to go through this one more time and then I'm going to close it out because we've been on here a while. So I'm going to do one other option. Let's say, somebody give me a scenario. Somebody give me a person, and I'll form them, or just, literally it could be anybody. Or I'll just make one up on the spot, doesn't matter. Drop a 7 if you're gonna go out and apply this and you love this and this is valuable, this is amazing. Your cousin from Ohio. All right, cool. My cousin from Ohio. So I don't want to do a cousin because, family is a little harder, right? Family sees you as family, right? So understand this. You can write this down. Family will not celebrate you until, strangers do. At least, most people's families. I'm grateful to have my 2 aunts in this business. My cousin Caleb. I have, people in this business that are in my family. But understand, some of them don't support me. Some of these people in my business, they go, Tommy, how's the pyramid going? That's what they ask me. I'm like, it's going great, man. Almost at the top. Like I just mess with them because obviously that's not what it is. Obviously they're so small-minded. Obviously their paradigm is so stuck, but then they need help. Right? So understand that, people don't know what they know, so don't ever prejudge anybody either. Right? So I'm gonna do one more scenario and we're gonna get out of here. So let's do somebody from Ohio. So I'm in Canada. Let's say I found somebody from Ohio on Instagram, right? I'm talking to this guy. Yo, man, Mike, if you were on Mike's training last night, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about right now. Friend who's scared to change his life and is a skeptic. Yeah, you can't change people. You can write this down. Write this down. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it. I have some of my best friends that don't support me in this business, but are not happy with where they're at in their life. So understand, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it, right? I'm gonna read the chat box before I do the last example. What do you do about a friend and husband what about a friend that husband won't let them join because they think it's a scam? Ask them what a scam is. Like, what's a scam? Oh, one of those things. No, I don't know. What are those things? I don't know. What are those things? Still confused about money. That's what a scam is. What are you talking about? Oh, one of those pyramids? No, I'm not in one of those. Do you think I'm that type of person to be on one of those? So then you throw it back on them, right? So it's like, oh, no, you wouldn't. So then if they do say yes, then you don't even want them in your business. So if they don't, we'll move on. Okay, what did Steve say? You're gonna tell them to invite the husband to see it, do it through a call. Yeah, don't try to explain this to people. Get good at introducing people to other people. Don't talk about Forex before they see the webinar. Close it, bro. Oh, it's late. Okay, my bad. All right, cool. I'm gonna just do this and I'm gonna get off this. So somebody from Ohio, I DM. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? Good. How are you? I really like your page. I love how you do rock climbing and you skydive. Yeah, that's really awesome. I've always wanted to do that. Yeah, man. It's my passion. I'm like, awesome, man. Do you do it to like friends and family? No, man. I just do it by myself. Sometimes with my brother. Okay, cool. Are you living on your own? Like, where do you live in Ohio? Oh yeah, I got my own spot. Nice, awesome, cool. I live in Canada. Really, I've always wanted to be in Canada. So I'm building the relationship. I'm asking about them, and then I'm gonna go to occupation, right? So I just did family. Do you work? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a janitor. Let's not do janitor because most people. Let's do. I'm a computer programmer. Cool. Are you passionate about that? Yeah, I really like it. I'm like, are you making the money you want to be making? No, not really. I'm still in school for it. Oh, okay, cool. So what's your goal with that? I want to make over 100K a year. Okay, cool. How long is that going to take? 10 years. Really? 10 years. Okay, cool. So he wants to make a lot of money. I was like, do you want to wait for 10 years? Nah, I want it now. Okay, cool. So understand that's a pain point, right? Recreation. What do you do on your spare time? Oh, I play a lot of Xbox. I play a lot of video games. I do nothing. I just chill. I watch a lot of Netflix. Okay, cool. So he has a lot of free time, but he's a computer programmer. Okay, so he likes the computer. So trading you do on the computer. Obviously, we're not people that sit on the charts all day long. Or I wouldn't be in this business realistically. So, I understand. I'm mentally writing these down. I'm mentally taking these notes down, right? So I'm mentally taking these notes down. Okay, so computer programmer wants to make a lot of money, has a lot of free time. Some people you're not going to get a lot from. Like Caleb said, what if people don't give you pain points? You got to date. Keep asking them questions. People might not answer, but then you move on. That's why Jason Brown says, reach out to 10 new people every single night, right? So now I know what he does: family, occupation, recreation, motivation. What motivates you? Where do you want to be 5 years? Oh, like he said, he wants to be, making 100K a year. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go to the 4-step invite. So that's the first step of the 2-step invite. So I'm going to go to the last step, and I'm going to call him up, and I'm going to go, Jason, how's it going, man? Good, man. How are you? Good. I'm actually in a rush right now. I'm heading into work, but what are you doing tomorrow at 4? Oh, I think I'm free. Why, what's up? Okay, cool, man. Remember how, we were talking about, how you want to make 100K, how you want to, get money a lot quicker, and how you want to, make use of your free time? Yeah. Wow, what's up? So my mentor, is actually holding a webinar on how you can duplicate the current income that you have, and, do this all from the comfort of your home at your computer. And I know you like computers, bro, but understand this is super exclusive webinar with limited seating. If I could get you a spot on this, what do you get on? Yeah, bro, I totally get on. What's it about? Like I said, bro, I'm in a rush. I'm about to head into work, so I can't explain it. But Thursday at 8 p.m., we're going to break down all the information effectively and efficiently, and we can get on a call right after and chop it up. All right, cool, bro. I'll be there. Yo, man, I don't know if I can make it happen for sure, but, promise me you're going to be there 110%, if I make it happen, because I got to pull some strings. Yeah, man, like I said, 100% I'll be there. Okay, cool, man. I'll send you the details in 5 minutes if I can make it happen. Click. Right? So understand, now I send him the details. I go, yo, bro, I pulled some strings. Here's the link. I'll see you at 8 p.m. Thursday. There's no way he's not showing up. Right? So understand, I didn't even mention the words Forex. I didn't even mention anything. All I talked about was something, he can duplicate the current income that he has. Whatever it is, you want to tailor it to the person. So how you pique their interest, you want to tailor it to. Right? So that's the 4-step invite. And this is form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation. And the 2-step invite is forming them and then doing the 4-step invite. So this is something that's blowing up my business. This is something that, you get to actually know why people need this, because you don't want to be the person that sells Forex. You want to be the person that's the problem solver. So become the problem solver, and you can help a lot of people with this, right? So that's it for me. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm going to read the chat box real quick before I pass it back to Steve. How do I answer someone who always asks about how I'm doing financially with Forex? Well, did you tell them you're doing Forex? Just say you're doing great, or you don't have to lie. If you're brand new to it, don't lie. Be like, honestly, I'm brand new to this, but I've seen people, get these results, and it's gonna be amazing, man. If I could get you a link to the free webinar, would you get on to take a look at it? It's free, right? So you just go straight to the invite, right? So it's not about lying. It's not about, there are educators making millions on the platform. It's not about me. It's about you and how much you can make on the platform. Exactly. Never directly answer how much you are making, good or bad question. Yeah, I never tell people what I'm making, because I could say, this is what I say. How much are you making, Tommy? How much are you making, Tommy? What do I say? I go, honestly, I could tell you a number right now. I can tell you I flipped an account last week because I did, but it doesn't matter what I did, because understand, my results and your results are going to be completely different, just like the gym. Literally, if I show up once a month, how do you think my results are going to be? You show up 5 times a week. So it doesn't matter what my results were. It matters what you can do with this, right? And then you go to the education thing, like Steve said. So understand, I think Steve and I, maybe we'll do a call about handling objections and rebuttals. I've gotten really good at that. But thank you guys for plugging in. I hope you got some value. Drop some 111s if you're fired up. You're ready to, explode your business this rest of the week. But yeah, brother, I'll pass it back to you, Steve. I'll take one more look at the chat box. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy and Steve. Thank you, Fire Call. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night, everybody. Steve, man, if you want to close it out, you can.
All right, guys. Great training. We're going to make this training available as soon as we're able to upload it. So thank you guys. Most of you guys stayed on. So again, this is for the top 1% of the organization that wants to share this information and impact people the same way that you have been impacted as well. A couple of key takeaways from the questions, guys. A lot of those questions, number one, are stemming from speaking too much. And I think on next week's call, we could do a rebuttals. I think that was great. Also, we could talk about some relationship building stuff. So this is going to be a continuous process, guys, week in and week out. And then you guys could send the videos on the PS3, so we don't have to go over PS3 every time. And you guys can start developing and becoming even more advanced on the marketing side. But I think some of the big stuff is, one, talk less. Don't get into these conversations. Also, I've been in entrepreneurship now for 7 years, going on about 7 years. Guys, listen, people that ask a lot of questions and make excuses are looking for the reasons why to tell you no, right? So it's not really about like, how much money are you making? It's not about that. It's not about, it's a scam. It's not about, it's one of those things. It's literally, my mind is so closed, I'm trying to find a reason that seems legitimate to tell you no. That's it. It's not about any of that, right? It's not, it's a scam. No, it's not a scam. Why it's not a scam? It's not a scam because of this. It's not a scam because of that. Listen, if they get stuck on that, they're just not the right type of person. Remember what I said at the beginning. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So be more focused on finding the right people than convincing the wrong people, right? Now, if there's a legitimate concern, man, do people make money in Forex? Like Mo, like one of you guys was like, oh, I keep studying that most people are not making. Listen, I don't care about what most people aren't doing. Most people did not create Uber. Most people did not create Amazon. Most people did not create Microsoft. I'm not trying to be like most people. I'm trying to be the best. I'm trying to find out what can I do and run with it. So if somebody's trying to figure out reasons why not to, maybe just cut it and be like, hey, bro, listen, we've been sharing this information with you. There's people that are literally changing their lives and changing other lives with it. It sounds like you're just trying to find a reason to not do this or say no. If that's the case, hey, just let me know. If this isn't for you, I'd rather just not waste either of our time, because I really want people that really want this. Do you really want to change your financial life? And listen, sometimes it's better to confront the situation head on, and then you can get off the call and move on with your life, rather than spinning the wheels and convincing them that Forex and this and that. By the way, guys, I do want to answer that one question about a spouse. Whenever there's a situation, this is for my folks, older folks, married folks, or you get a situation where there's a son. So a lot of you guys are dealing with college students or high school, maybe about to graduate. Hey, my dad says, I don't know. Hey, my husband, my wife says, I don't know. Get them on a webinar with them. Listen, I respect that. You know what? They just want to make sure you make a good decision. How about this? Would they be open, since this is important to you, they love you, right? Would they be open to looking at the webinar with you, just so that they understand what's going on? And then let's get on a call so that we can get the questions answered, and then get that husband on a three-way call with the leader, so that the spouse is there, the person you're trying to get started is there, and get them on with a mentor, right? The same thing, if you get somebody that says, hey, my dad won't let me, my mom won't let me, hey, why don't they see the information and let's get on a call? So whenever you're dealing with a spouse or a family member blocking the transaction, blocking the steps moving forward, get them to see the information and be humble and gentle, answer the questions. I've had people get started, parents let their kids get started, using that information. So guys, with that said, listen, tonight it was about teaching you how to invite people. We're going to make this training available for you. Go out and invite a bunch of people. We got webinars tomorrow at 4 and 8 p.m. Start getting people on there. Hey, listen, the most exciting thing, a lot of people on this call have not registered one. The most exciting thing is going to be when you register that first person and you say, man, this is cool. Man, people will get started, and that'll break the ice and you'll be able to multiply. So my friends, go out and invite some people next week. If you guys want Tommy and I to come back next week and bring some overcoming objections and maybe some relationship building, and guys, drop a 444 in the chat if you want us to tag team this again next week. I thought this was pretty powerful. So we've got a lot of good stuff on here, and in the future, guys, we'll have other leaders on here as well. So guys, thank you for being here. Have a great night. Let's absolutely crush it. Let's get some people started by Friday. People need us. Blessings to you guys. Have a great night, and great job, Tommy, for rocking it. Let's go.